the support of NRCS, the relationship with Virginia State University, my experience with cooperative extension, the relationship we've established with Jacob Gillian American Farmland Trust and the regenerative ag. And, I'm on some soil fertility committees and task force, just in the community as a whole, minority and veteran farmers of the Piedmont, Carl Stafford with the bee quality assurance training, just really doing that non-formal training piece, but also being a former meat grader myself, being a person in the ag industry myself, understanding, reading a lot. I pay attention, I read to see what other people are doing. Progressive Farmer, the Lancaster paper. I mean, I look at a lot of the Drover's Journal, look at a lot of different things out here to seek guidance. VCAP and looking at what opportunities, DCR. So being able to know the resources myself, but also to be a resource for other people that's interested and may not know, regional food commissions. I'm also part of a hunger coalition to help mitigate the attrition of small farmers, but also to help to ensure that people have access to fresh and healthy food despite your socioeconomic status. Really helping to change the narrative on food banks. Food banks are not just for poor people. Food banks are for people who need access to fresh and healthy foods. So we need to debunk that myth that food banks are for the poor people. They're not. Food banks are, that's not food equity either, right? Food banks are a hub where people are getting stuff that you and I don't want to eat. And so part of the Hunger Coalition and Minority and Veteran Farmers is to help debunk that and to provide protein to food banks so people have access to fresh protein just like you and I do, despite their socioeconomic status. So, so I have I have a huge network in which I'm a part of. I'm also a regional workforce director, so I also tell the story, and I serve a very rural area. So really getting folks to understand, how do we build the next generation of agrarian leaders, farmers, entrepreneurs, whatever that looks like, so that we can sustain the land, because the more we build houses, the less food access you're going to have.